Hello, hello. When asked about the progressive ideas about minimum wage and other progressive ideas, Ivanka Trump said in her typical way, it was a classic moment in Trump history. She said, "I have been around this country. I have met a lot of people, and I know people don't want to be given things. People want to work." It's like, in response, one of the late night comedians said, basically, "Lady, your resume is, Daddy, can I have a job?" She was a millionaire by the time she was getting out of diapers. It's all inherited. She's been given things all of her life. So that was just classic. But just the thought of how Trump is going to react when his precious daughter is, I would almost guarantee it would be a public hearing in front of Congress, at least one group in Congress. I've never had a reading that said that Ivanka was going to go to jail or anything like that, but Ivanka Trump, will she testify in front of Congress and probably get herself into trouble, and her father will be chewing through McDonald's wrappers in anger? Ivanka. It's like Marsha, Ivanka. Yeah, this is not going to end well. In the past, she was part of the Trump organization, and they lied and cheated their way through vast amounts of money. Card for the reading. Yes, the happy Trump family. The happy Trump-Kushner family. Oh boy. Base of the reading. Strangely enough, what this strikes me is, what it feels like it's their superiority. That they are so wealthy and they have so much. And that is their identity. That they have so much. That they are better. Whew. Working for a living is gonna hurt. Hanging above them. The loss of Trump power. Quickly. Those Sphinx are galloping in. Galloping out. This is hanging over them. And she is seeing the Trump family overall losing power, but she's still somewhat in denial about it. In future, this is her place. She's a Scorpio. She often comes up as the Queen of Cups. Because cup signs the cups cards are usually water signs. But here, Donald Trump Sr., President Trump, usually comes up as the King of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is Junior. So this is Ivanka as a part of that family. And she's got more sway and is more important. She is the most important woman in President Trump's life. So in future, it's going to be her as part and parcel of the family. The family she came from. Home environment. I'm seeing a lot of let them eat cake kind of, let's go skiing in Vail. Let's go take ridiculously expensive vacations. That sort of thing. And flaunt designer clothes and hopes and fears, hoping that this will all blow over, that somehow they will continue. This is usually, most often this is the card of the merchant. So this would be the Trump family organization, their collective business consciousness. That's what she's hoping for, that they keep all of their gold and they continue to be the way that she's always seen them to be, what other people see, that they've been lying and cheating for decades. Absolutely lying and cheating for decades. And it comes to light. Final outcome. There are going to be more than one committee hearing, more than one hearing, more than one time in front of a judge, more than one time in court. Government's going to get her and her family coming and going. And then there's Mueller. And then there are all the things with Mueller and his report. It doesn't feel like the Mueller stuff will affect Ivanka herself anywhere near as much as this will. But that's what she's coming up against. That is where the Trump family is heading. Headed right there. So, then we really just have two questions. Question one is Ivanka Trump going to end up doing some jail time? Because we know that everyone's going to try to protect her, but is Ivanka Trump going to end up doing any jail time for fraud, RICO, tax evasion, you name it? It's going to be a big struggle, and this is a completion. This is the end of her world as she has known it. Okay. A lot of worry. What the Victorians used to say was that a woman cried prettily. I think there's going to be quite a bit of that. There's also going to be a lot of waiting, because court stuff and even committee stuff, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. This is her children. So is she just going to focus on her children, or is this her becoming pregnant again? Hoping that will garner her some leniency. The messages are disappointing. They're really going to come after Kushner. They're really going to come after Kushner. Oh, they have so much on the family. They have so much on not only Kushner, but just the family. They have so much, and this is going to go on for a long time. It's going to feel never ending. All right, well, that's the ongoing. So what is the outcome in the sense of is she held accountable? Does she do jail time for corruption? She's one of the three. This card keeps coming up as that's Junior, that's Ivanka, and that's Kushner. She's part of this group who are going down. That's lawyers working really hard. And that's her father's corruption. And it's coming to the forefront. Almost a sense of almost his corruption trying to shield his children and Kushner, his son-in-law, that counts, with lawyers. Okay, that's the ongoing. Oh, cards do this to me sometimes. Actually, they do it far too often, which is they tell me how long something's going to be going on and details along the way. It's like, yes, but get to the end. get to that point. This feels like she's going to be convicted of something. That honestly, this feels like she is going to have some amount of jail time hanging over her. I don't know if she actually serves it, but this feels like isolation, overflow of emotion, discovering that she's stronger than she thinks she is. This feels like prison hanging over her. Does she actually go? Does Ivanka Trump get the big house lesson in humility? She should never have gone to Washington, D.C. This feels like a child. It doesn't look like a child. Often this card will come up as things coming to light, but this feels again like a child. Like Ivanka becoming pregnant again. This feels like her having to turn, her having to flip. So that's what it feels like. It feels like she is going to be convicted of something, that she is going to have some jail time hanging over her. And she's going to become pregnant again to get sympathy, or she's going to become pregnant, which will garner her some sympathy from the court. Then she's going to turn on her father or anybody else, and with their blessing, because everybody's going to move to protect Ivanka. So that's what I'm getting. We'll see what happens. But that is what I'm getting. Mrs. Perfect is she's in for a good dose of reality. Let's say that. All right? But we'll keep watching. Hang in there. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the comments and the likes. And thank you so much to my patrons. I couldn't do this without you. So, thank you.